You don't even drink coffee.
Oh, yeah, like a milkshake or...
Oh, you get a milkshake. Oh.
You don't want to say a milkshake thing.
This includes venues as well, so when you go out, get that rig out before you get kicked out. That's something I live by.
Because I know we'd go to horse camps and you'd meet everyone and then everyone you want to keep in touch
Sorry.
with. You'd get on MSN and then...
You want to readdress that?
What?
What kind of camps are you going on?
Anyway, week of a lifetime. It was absolutely massive. I was all over the place, driving hours
Didn't
and
you
hours
just
a
do
day.
your weekly update?
Well, that was not it. What's going on, Dossel?
Oh,
Hey, big
mate.
fella.
Feeling refreshed. Feeling
Whoa.
revamped, ready to go, ready to maybe double our output of podcasts from last year.
True. I just realised this is episode 1 of season 4, so we should bring some type of energy, a bit of enthusiasm.
Yeah.
If we can't be excited about it, how are we getting everyone else to?
Yeah, it's going to be a long season, I reckon.
It is. No, it is good to be back, actually. We're on all kinds of platforms at the moment. Hopefully on some video platforms. We're cooking up a little bit of a new way of recording things, as you can see. Doss has spent some of our sponsorship money on hooking us up with some new equipment, which we'll be talking about a little bit later in the episode. But we are back with a rebrand. It's not Road Guide. It's Trust Us, as you might have previously heard. Falling under Doss's new Trust Us network. CEO Doss, congratulations.
CEO, it's about time I'm the boss or something, I reckon.
True. It's crazy. I mean, we'll talk about this later. We're talking about the road guide to unemployment, but I just realized that actually on LinkedIn, there won't be a gap in your resume because you'll just have CEO of Trust Us Network. And people are like, oh, wow, he really done well for himself. But we'll talk about that in a bit. Before then, I want to talk about me.
Same old story.
Yeah, so lots been happening in my life. Very exciting in the past week. Been gardening. I've got a really flourishing garden at the moment. And
is this just because you just turned 30 and the first thing you do?
I'll spare you the details, but I will just talk about one special plant. A special shout out to my passion fruit vine, which is just going great guns, and amazing creatures, passion fruit vines, because they shoot out little vine tendrils and they have really good grip. I don't know if you've ever encountered a passion fruit vine, but they hold on to them like it's themselves. And when you try to move this little tendril, it's very, it's pretty solid. They're cute and I love them. So shout out to my passion fruit vine. Things are going great in the garden.
Is this just what happens when you sort of hit 30? It's just, oh shit, I need to start gardening.
The enthusiasm for gardening definitely correlates, actually, now that you mention it. That's the road guide to 30. It's right around the corner for you.
Oh no, let's not rush that one. Plenty of time. Yeah, well, I think, to be fair, I hate to admit it, but I think your gardening's going to top me this week. I've had pretty dull week, I reckon.
You've got to be careful talking smack, because you should, if you know it's coming, then you shouldn't talk smack.
What? Yeah, probably not, but you know how I am. Set myself up to fail. Yeah, it was it was a stinker down here in Melbourne. And normally it's really hot, so everyone's out and about. It's exciting. That was my theory. And then so I went out and it was like a genuine ghost town. It was a long weekend and there was not a soul on the street. It was like eerie.
Whoa, like Longreach.
Yeah, literally. It was like walking out Longreach on Sunday when every shop's closed.
Whoa, that's hectic. What's hot? What are we talking here?
Like 39. So, it's not bad.
Lovely.
It's pretty good.
People in Melbourne need to know they can take the sweaters off. They can take the jackets and the jumpers off. Like, you can go outside without dressing up like that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was dressed. I was looking good because I finally got to wear all my sort of Queensland top-notch gear. And then there was no one there to appreciate it. So that
is sad. This is a sad story. You're right.
It's about to get a bit sadder, actually. I also got premeditatedly dumped, I would say. I'd call it, I reckon.
Is this a first dates reference? Like, what are we talking here?
No, this is I was been on a few dates, and then I think, just her reasoning was very much to protect herself she felt like we had to sort of end things now. And I was like,
Oh,
"Aw, but
Doss.
I didn't even get a chance to be the villain, you know? Like,
Oh. Yeah, you get a chance to prove her right. She's done well, actually.
it's like watching a movie and then stopping it before the first bit of drama happens. Like,
It's all like introduction, right before the conflict happens. It's just like, yeah, it's pretty good.
wow, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so-
sad to hear, mate. Sorry to hear it.
fair enough. Good on her. She's probably made the right call. Can't
Yeah.
blame her.
Yeah, road guide. She needs to get on the road guide to dumping, I think,
Ooh.
because
Have
she's
we done
played it
that?
well.
No, we haven't.
No,
That's
food for
cool.
thought.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
I thought you just want to talk about getting dumped from your job.
And then I did have a job interview this week, and naturally I was late. I think is also like the right idea for me to do that, because that way they like, if they don't accept that being late to an interview, then they're not going to accept me being late every single day. So I think that is a good little tester. They think the
Wow.
interview's for them.
Yeah.
The interview's for me testing them.
Exactly. What's the
So-
culture like? Can I run
Yeah.
up late? No.
Can I push the boundaries from day dot?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess so another job interview. Well, yeah, we'll see what happens. I still got my fingers crossed. I'm pretty good at that in person. Yeah, a bit of swagger, bit of chat. I definitely do not mention I am the CEO of a podcast network. That's for sure.
Come on. Every opportunity is an opportunity for marketing, dude. Come on. There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Get one more listener for the sake of losing a job.
Yeah. We've heard enough, mate. Sorry. Speaking of losing jobs, this is the road guide to unemployment. This section of Trust Us, which is the name of the pod, in case you're not keeping up. I know, change, it's new, it's like a holiday, and we've been on holiday, so we're bringing that energy to your ears and eyeballs if you're watching on YouTube or Instagram. So believe it or not, people are not going to be shocked by this, because I do come across as such a straight-laced, well-behaved, high-achieving young man. I have been unemployed. When I dropped out of engineering in my 18, 19, 20 sort of years, I moved back to the sunny coast and lived in my mum and dad's old house, which was vacant, which was a lovely house, by the way, the yellow house. And it was incredible. Really set me up for the rest of my life, if I'm honest with you. I was doing so much self-development. So it's kind of like, it's like you always see it like, oh, the kid that they said was smart, that he'd be someone. He was school captain. He was on the trajectory. And then the real world gets you. And it's like,
Reality.
gosh,
Big day team.
I'm quite unspectacular. I'm not really going to be a CEO unless you pass on and give me the podcast CEO, of course. But until then, I'd be waiting in the wings, wide anting you. But anyway, yeah. So it was great. It was really good. My running was probably the best or the second best I've ever been fitness wise in my life. Yeah, all kinds of self-development, figuring out who I am, what I want to be, and it's completely paid off for me since then. So I'm a big fan of unemployment, which is great for our listeners.
It's a very topical topic, I imagine, at the moment. Yeah, well, my sort of feelings on unemployment, I guess, it's definitely my favorite employment of the two. It's definitely a little bit more exciting. But mostly, I guess I'm traveling most of the time. I'm unemployed, but that's because I don't believe in annual leave. It's as simple as that. I just don't. It's just not enough. It's not enough. It's not
if
realistic.
I have to take annual leave, I should just go.
Just quit. Give me that bulk payment, and I'm out of here. I'm gone. I've quit so many jobs in my time, so I feel like I'm unemployed every second year. I'm definitely.
It feels like it definitely every second year. That's pretty generous. I mean, you were in a job recently for a fair while, but it's been interesting. It's been dynamic, to say the least.
Yeah. I've only ever held one job from a start of a financial year to an end of a financial year in my whole career.
Whoa.
So yeah,
I'm coming off
full-time
8 straight years with the ABC into another possibly long-term job, but we'll see. So yes, trust us. This is the road guide to unemployment. What's step 1, boss?
Step 1, simple. Just sleep in. That first day of unemployment is probably the greatest sleep in you'll have, I reckon.
Sweet.
You don't want to be up before 10 a.m. If you're getting up before that, you're basically a corporate slave but unemployed. So
where are you going? Like, what are you doing? You're
Yeah.
kidding yourself. Have some self-respect. Time to start some self-development. Wake up to yourself by not waking up.
literally, yeah, wake up to yourself. Don't wake up. And then mosey about for 2 hours, in your PJs. And then lunchtime, then you kickstart your day.
Yeah, absolutely. Step 2, you're going to need to fund this lifestyle because, as you said, it's a great lifestyle. It's a great state of employment, but you got to pay the bills. I mean, preferably don't have bills. That's the tip. Live with mum and dad if you can. Mum and or dad. Go between them both, depending on what kind of family you're from. Spread the burden out. That way, people don't get to give you as quickly as if you're moving around. Maybe set up a roster of friends that are happy to have you couch surf for a bit. And you keep sort of feeding them lies about, oh yeah, I'm onto something. I won't be here in a couple of weeks' time, but in 2 weeks' time, you're still here.
Cool.
And
was my
financial
favorite.
support. I bet. Financial support, interesting one. Not a huge fan of it. Asking for it from mum and dad. I have definitely partaken in it, but I reckon if you can just get by living at home, really make the most of it. Be unemployed. Don't worry about having a job that pays you enough to pay board. Just relax, take it easy. I reckon.
Yeah, take it easy. That's it's not too bad. I definitely can't be one that sort of lives with mum and dad. I love them. I love them, but
red flag, ladies.
No, mum's great. Dad's tough.
Dad wants you to
tough.
work. Your dad has a thing against unemployment. It's
I
not
know, it's
conducive
like,
to being unemployed.
Yeah, my mum didn't even tell my dad last time I was unemployed that I was
She's
unemployed.
a keeper. She's a keeper.
She's like,
Wow.
I don't want this extra stress in your life, Hayden. And I was like, thanks, mum.
Wow, that's sweet.
So, yeah, you could say I've got some daddy issues. So I don't know if that's a red flag.
It's like textbook red flag.
Oh wait, it is. No, but as a guy, is that a thing?
I think the word issues tends to imply a red flag, no matter which way you look at it.
Issues means fun. It means character development. It means premeditatedly dump them.
Yeah. Oh, it's raw. It's still raw. I can hear the pain.
Yeah, that's the word we're going with. Well, step 3 is brag about being unemployed in your first week of being unemployed. Straight away. So that first sleep in, boom, you're sending a picture in Instagram or to your friends. Be like, oh, geez, tough Monday, tough day at home.
And your friends can actually cop it in that first week. They can actually go, oh, good on them for having a positive attitude, or good on them for, embracing it, because they can live vicariously through you. They could be like, oh, if that's what unemployment looks like, that's awesome. Good on him.
Yeah. The first week there's they're jealous of you, really.
Yeah.
And then, put those Tuesday afternoon, you're at the beach, just put it up, be like, oh, Tuesdays, am I right?
Today's office.
Today's office. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That first week, you're hard on it. You're very hard on it. And then slowly, after that first week, you slowly start to avoid putting it up. Your energy to put it up slowly diminishes as the realization comes in that it's not that funny now that you're still unemployed and it's 6 weeks after you put that first picture up.
Your friends just posted a picture on social media with their fiance, and they've bought a house, and you're like, yeah, that's like a pretty good time actually. They're traveling and you're completely bankrupt and you're just getting by. So, I remember that. I used to go overseas all the time.
Yeah, the house isn't even that big,
Yeah, in that neighborhood, that's not that good, is it? Yeah, you become a hater. So yeah, that's definitely true. And the unemployed friend is real. That friend that just will send you a picture or a video, and they're in the most contextless, like random weird situation where it's just like, what is this person doing on a Wednesday at 2 p.m. kind of thing. But and you don't even want to ask because you just don't want to get into it. It's probably it's a long story, and they've got plenty of time to tell it as well. Let's jump into step 4. So you're starting to feel a bit guilty. Your friends are starting to side eye your dad just found out that you're unemployed because your mum couldn't keep the secret.
This is a bad week.
You got to enroll in something noble at uni. Enroll in something your parents might even be proud of. That's the way to go. I mean, don't enroll in an arts degree. Admittedly, I did enroll in an arts degree, but it was for a real job, journalism. I've got to say.
Mine wasn't for a real job.
Yeah, no, yours was creative writing or something.
Creative writing,
which is
represent!
red flag. Red flag.
Red
man,
flag, what do you mean? It's
you're the
cute.
king.
It's creative.
It is.
I can
it
write
is,
smart.
It is. I feel like, I mean, this is going to say something completely different. I feel like a creative writing degree, again, is like being unemployed, where it's like, at first everyone's like, that's so romantic, that's so sweet, that's so cute. And then as time goes on, you're like, what is this guy actually doing? Like, is he writing something? No, he's not writing anything. He's too scared to, put anything on paper. What's he actually? Anyway.
Well, now you just sell him a dad.
Let's get him on. Let's get him on as a guest. Darcy, call him up. Darcy's producing this one from 101 First Dates. You might actually know him from that.
Get Gav on the line.
Anyway, yeah, do something like productive. Even like go for like astronomy or like, you know, like what's the rocket science or something like that. Just shoot for the stars, literally. And people be like, whoa, he needs to not work because he's got a big study happening and he's going to save the world.
Well, I actually had a recent discovery on that sort of student loopholes. This is for the government, actually. So I've discovered that a lot of like backpackers and stuff, once they like extend, well, they're not even backpackers in Oz at this point. They're Australians. Well, not Australians. Watch, careful. And their visas run out basically, and they want to do one more year or maybe 2 more years. Not sure exactly. They will jump on the student visa, and then on the student visa, they will outsource that student work to someone else for like, I think it's like $100 a week.
What?
And then they can still work full time.
That's crazy.
In certain industries. So that's how they get around it and get themselves set for another year or two. So I only discovered this
incredible.
Yesterday. I was like, wow, whoa.
Is there a way that you can make that work for you, is that just not your game? I don't think it does. I feel like you're the person that's getting robbed in that situation. That is incredible. That's a story, man. This is news now. This is journalism. We should get someone on. Seriously,
we're 4 quarters, man.
That's 4 quarters. That's huge. That's blowing the lid off this thing.
This is why people got to trust us, man, because we bring forward the undiscovered facts of the world.
Yeah. What's step 5? Let's bring it home.
Well, step 5's pretty easy. I feel like everybody has already reached this point at some point in their life where you've listened to every episode of Trust Us and you've realized, oh shit, okay, I need to get a job. I need to get my life together. You know,
what else would I listen to or watch? I don't need the time of day anymore.
Exactly. And like, you know, being that unemployed friend, you know, on the Tuesday afternoon, you know, what they're actually posting on social media is that they're listening to Trust Us, and that's the unemployed friend.
True. Well, there you go. That's the road guide to unemployment. I'm gonna say, good tips. Well done. Pretty good.
I think we'll drop the unemployment rate. You know, we did.
No, we would increase it. Yeah, we would increase it. Let's watch the stats next week when we're back.
Students will go up, but unemployment will go down.
Let's watch those 2 numbers and get back. Let's get back to it next week. Speaking of loyalty, you were mentioning there actually of your mum being a ride or die. She'll stand by you when you're unemployed. You know. Yeah. I got something that sort of made me think about something, and that's brand loyalty. We'll talk about brands actually a little bit later on. Talk about sponsors. That's right. Stay tuned. But brand loyalty, is there like, are you loyal to a brand? Do you know, we always like bemoan capitalism, there's something bad about it or something. It's not communism or whatever we rock with. But you know, but we do care about brands, you know. Do you care about a brand unironically?
Yeah, like brand wise, just with sort of fashion, I've been thrown in. If someone compliments me on one particular shirt, I will buy that whole
What was that shirt that I saw? The tall tee. It was like it was a brand you were really rocking, but there was an AFL player's brand, maybe like Justice or Friends or
Kiss Chasey.
Chasey,
Buddy Franklin.
Darcy knows.
Yeah.
Kiss Chasey.
Yeah, I rocked that for a number of years. And then,
did someone say that? That's fitting you well, mate. That's fitting you good.
I copped the couple early, and then I copped the couple in the reverse, like after it sort of like aged out, and like I saw a lot of bogans wearing it and stuff. And I had a few friends be like, "Oh, Hayden, it's you," and I was like, "Oh fuck, all right, time to change."
Oh wow, that's great. Well, yeah, there you go. That's a good one for fashion. Anything else that come to mind? I mean, Holden Ford. Remember Holden? That was a car company in Australia a while ago, and it would go up against Ford, and I was a Holden fan.
Yeah, I was always a Holden fan just because we had a Holden as a family as a kid. So like,
it's
you
true.
just don't have a choice.
But
Really.
but I would get vitriolic. I'd be ragging on Ford. I'd never been in a Ford in my life, but I'd be like, oh, Ford, they made they're crap, blah blah blah. It's crazy. It got me thinking about brands. I mean, Hoka. Just quietly, when we get the Hoka sponsorship, I'm a shill. I'm a shill. I love them. When I go running, probably almost head to toe Hoka. And I love it. But anyway, I got thinking about this because I was messing with my aircon remote. I had to replace the batteries, and I had some Energizer batteries. I popped them in, and I popped out some Duracells. And I thought to myself, "Ooh, Duracell's not going to like that." The Duracell battery, or whoever it is, the mascot, they're not going to be too thrilled about that. I've joined the dark side. I wonder if someone like I used to care about Holden cares about Energizer. It's just like, fucking Energizer, that's sick. Oh, Duracell, oh, your products are going to run out of battery and stuff. I don't know. That's what we think about brands.
Yeah, I sort of had that bit like Coke and like Fanta and stuff. Like I always felt like they were competing. And then I realized Coke just basically owns everything anyway. So you're just feeding the man.
It's all Disney, mate. All comes up to Disney. Walt Disney in the cryogenic chamber. He's just Duracell Energizer. It doesn't matter.
He's only got one hand that's unfrosted, and that's his signature hand. So he can just keep signing deals and buying monopolies.
Yeah. Imagine like the Marvel Cinematic Universe when they go into like the Duracell Energizer, like the battery cinematic universe. I'm waiting for that. Well, actually, I got to jump into something else here. Because Darcy reminded me of something. He says he likes Omo, gets rid of 10% more stains than leading laundry detergents. Rather than Tide Pods, I suppose, or Tide, whatever they are. Well done.
I swear, if our first sponsor on this podcast is freaking laundry detergent, I'll quit. You can be CEO.
When I'm wearing my Kiss Chasey shirts every single day, I got a real washing. Keep it fresh.
It's looking clean.
Yeah. But no, this one, here's actually something from Manscaped. Would you believe? This is something from Manscaped right here. When manscaping, you got to use the right tools for the job. And trust me, your balls will thank you. I've actually been using Manscaped for 4 months already. I own a couple of their products like this, the lawnmower.
What is happening here?
I'm not sure if it's a 2.0 or 1.0 or 3.0. And their ball deodorant. Speaking of deodorant, I prefer Omo for my ball deodorant, actually.
Why is his voice changed?
Anyway, click the link in the description below and you can get yourself 20% off your order, plus 2 free gifts and international shipping when you use the code, our code at manscaped.com. There you go. That's something from Manscaped right there. Something I've read from Manscaped. Cool.
That's I'm glad you can read. Wasn't the most creative plug I've ever seen.
No, all from the heart. From the heart. Like all our sponsorships.
Yeah, our sponsors are, they're passionate for us. They want to see us succeed. And for us to succeed, naturally, you got to follow us on the socials. Got to get us on YouTube, Spotify. Well, that's where you're probably listening to us anyway. But yeah, also give us 5 stars, you stingies. I can see you's listed. I can see there's a hell of a lot of you's listening. And the stars do not replicate who's listening.
Through the camera in your phone, you're watching through it. Like, this person's listening and they're not 5-star.
Yeah. We've got a spyware attached to this podcast, so we can see everything you're doing while listening. It's a bit weird, but to be fair, I understand it. So I'm not going to blame you for it.
We're there for you. We're looking after you. Looking out for you.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, trust us. Trust us network will be the plug on the socials. So come and find us.
Awesome. Thanks again for tuning in.